Hello. This is my teaching final for single reeds. I'm going to be using the flute. The flute has three parts: the head joint, the middle joint, and the foot joint. Um, and when you start assembling an instrument, typically you're going to start from the bottom up. So we're going to attach the foot joint to the middle joint, just like that. Just give it a little twisty motion right there. And when you have it, you need to make sure that when your fingers will line up, it's in a place where it's comfortable. So typically, this rod right here will line up with the keys. And once that's on, you'll have your head joint, and you're gonna just attach it here. Another twisty motion. I'm gonna make sure it's good enough for playing. So rotate it to your own comfort. And then we need to go over posture now. So when you're playing the flute, make sure you're sitting just like about any other instrument. Make sure you're sitting nice and tall, straight up, feet on the ground, feet flat on the ground at least. And then the way you're gonna want to hold it is, you got your hands up. Make sure your elbows are out and not tucked in. This is for like more comfortable reasons as well, rather than just the way it looks. Make sure the flute when you're playing should be around about parallel to the ground. And here, I'll rotate the camera a little so you can see better. Your flute parallel to the ground. And oh, don't do that. That's bad. That's called like a hanging pinky. Um, and yeah, and you're gonna want your hands to be, on the keys. Again, you don't. This is a common mistake. People like hang their pinkies off of it. So you got your balance points. So the first point is with your lip right here. The next one is with the palm right here. It kind of almost rests on there, and then the other one is with your I use the thumb right here. And then um yeah, your finger should be on the correct keys, making like a C almost when you're holding it, almost like a piano. And then we should go over the breath support. So your breath is going to be you in terms of airflow, you want, it's going to depend a lot on the range of the horn, whereas other instruments you can kind of use the same air support for the whole range of the horn. So for the flute, when you're on lower register, you're going to want to use slower air. And then when you go to the higher part of the flute, you're gonna want to use faster air so that the higher notes can come out a little easier. So yeah, make sure your air support is there, your breath support. Make sure your embouchure. You want the lips to be almost like curled out a little bit, making sure to cover just a little bit of the hole of the flute. And once you do this, uh, you have the hole right here, and it's almost similar to how you would, like blow through a straw, or if you play other instruments like a double reed instrument where you're double lipping it because you're blowing. But basically, you need to make sure that the hole, the aperture right here will change sizes typically. So for lower notes, it'll be like a little bit of a looser hole in your mouth blowing into the flute, and when you're higher, it'll be a very small and tight hole that you'll blow through. The mouthpiece to the mouth, we kind of just went over. You want to make sure that your lip isn't too rolled out, but you want to make sure it's not like tucked in, you know? And yeah, it should cover just a little bit of the head joint, the mouthpiece hole, and yeah, and you want to make sure it's to your comfort, so you can always adjust the flute head. Articulation and tonguing. So, when I think flute articulation, uh, I typically think uh more of a do do do. It's kind of like an in between of two and do. I think two can be uh almost like, I don't want to say too articulate, but almost too articulate. Because of like how you're only using your breath, so it'll really cut through. Um, and then do 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 is too legato if you're going for like, like a shorter articulation. So I like to think like to do 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 do. Um, and you'll be tonguing like when I'm articulating notes on the flute, it'll strike not on my teeth, not on the roof of my mouth, but again like right in the medium spot with the upper teeth and the roof of your mouth, right where the teeth and the gum connect. Um and yeah, hmm articulating and tonguing, make sure you articulate there or at least around in that area. That'll go well. And then yeah, I think that's all for this, right? Cover more points. Cover these points in this order for your teaching video. Yes, sir. So thank you for watching. It's been a fantastic school year, semester. Thank you.